Hey, you guys, happy Friday. I hope that you're having a good end of your week. I just wanted to go live and talk about some different types of clutter. I love it when I pick up a book or listen to an audio book and it's like I learn about something that I already know about, but in a new and different way. It's just I've always been a kind of person where I might struggle with a concept until I hear it said in a way where it just clicks with me. I remember in school all the time being like not understanding a math concept or something until it's said in a new and different way, and then all the light bulbs go off, and I'm like, why didn't you just say that in the first place? This is easy. Um, so so I was just listening to a book by Brene Brown, and I've never really listened to her before. She's a researcher. She's a shame researcher. And, I just, that's never felt like anything really appealing for me to dig into or listen to. But I had one of her books on Audible and I'm running low on Audible books. So I started listening to it today. And she was giving this great example of giving a talk in front of a group of women when she first started speaking to people who weren't academics. And when they found out that she talked about shame and she was a shame researcher, they said, no, we don't want you to talk about that. We want you to talk about the 5 steps on how to be happy. And she gave like the worst speech of her life and learned a lot from that. And the conclusion that she came to was, she talks about all of those things that stand in between people being happy and people feeling loved and people feeling worthy. And she talks about all of the junk and the clutter that stands in between people, where they are, where they want to be, as far as happiness and joyfulness and feeling loved and feeling a sense of belonging. And it was just really interesting to hear. As soon as I heard that, I was like, it's clutter. That is clutter. She doesn't say that it's clutter, but I know from everything that I learned as a feng shui consultant and all the things that I do and write about and teach that, yeah, that's clutter. That's a level of clutter. That's like mental clutter, emotional clutter. I wrote a book this year called Declutter Your Beliefs. So, beliefs clutter. So I just thought that was really interesting. And I just loved hearing that, that new kind of take on it. And it just reinforced for me how important it is to always be looking at our clutter. I decluttered my schedule this weekend. I was supposed to be out of town camping tonight, and I just realized that that was completely stressing me out and overwhelming me, and I needed to stay home and take care of a few things. One of those is decluttering some stuff around my house. I decluttered my clothes closet today. I started packing for a couple other trips that were going on, and I'm just starting to really feel like I can like I'm not just treading water, like I'm actually making some progress for the first time in a couple weeks, because being a homeschooling mom and running 2 businesses is no joke. And so, but I don't always give myself the grace to to say this is hard, and I'm doing my best here. And I just think about, well, I'm not meeting this goal and I haven't done this yet and I haven't done that yet. And, and we get what we focus on. So if I'm going to focus on what I'm not doing, what goals I haven't reached, okay, that's fine. But I can also focus on everything that I am doing. One is showing up live every day for 30 days because I just decided that was something that needed to happen. So let me stop here and tell you what we're having for dinner. If you were in North Carolina, you could come and have some of this with me. We are having easy, creamy, vegan tomato soup. But that is not all. it's really just an excuse to make Red Lobster gluten-free cheddar biscuits. I should be an influencer for Red Lobster cheddar biscuits. They're so good. So I was like, I can't just sit and eat cheddar biscuits only. So I'm making soup to go with my cheddar biscuits. And I'm making vegan soup with coconut cream. It's supposed to have coconut milk, but I looked it up and you can do half water, half coconut cream, and it's the same exact thing. So what I love about decluttering is any decluttering that you do on any level affects every other level. So doing some physical decluttering will help you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and energetically. Doing some energetic decluttering, which might look like doing a meditation or, getting out and moving your body and going for a walk and just, letting some of that energy move through you and out, will affect you physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. I don't know about spiritual decluttering. I'll have to think about that one. But emotional decluttering, that might be having a little vent or doing some journaling or, talking with a friend or a therapist. So doing some emotional decluttering, that's going to affect every other aspect. Same with doing some mental decluttering. Like one thing I absolutely love to do is just to do a brain dump and get everything that's going on in my mind out of my mind onto a piece of paper where I can look at it logically, organize it in some way. And often I will realize some of the things that I'm letting pile up on me are things that don't need to be piled up on me, and I can delete them or delegate them or dump them, right? So I just love that, that decluttering it's such a simple concept, but it's so effective on absolutely every level. I've even heard a story, I don't know how true it is, but it's a story of a therapist who got a call from a patient who was actually suicidal. And the therapist was really busy, really frazzled, and just said, go clean out a drawer. I'll call you back in 20 minutes. And after that patient cleaned out the drawer and called back and the therapist called back, they were like, oh yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. Thanks for your help. And I do believe that decluttering it can just start to shift energy. That doesn't mean we don't need to work on every level and make changes on every level, but you can often pick one to do to get to the next step or to get like one rung up when you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed or anything. So I'm home for the weekend. I'm decluttering. I'm getting ready for Christmas. I'm making some spa products, which is also part of my decluttering because I have tons of ingredients to use up. And I'm really glad that I opened up this space and decluttered my schedule so that I could do this and have this little bit of time because I know that my house is getting cluttered. It builds up. In my life, every 6 months, everybody probably has their own cycle with clutter and stuff, but the amount of clutter in your home, the outside is a reflection of the inside. So I know that by doing some decluttering around my home and moving forward, I'm going to, gain some clarity probably, and just things will just be probably running smoother. So who knows, you don't know the exact outcomes that you're going to get, but I do know that I will likely get some positive outcomes for dealing with clutter. I want to share with you my new ebook, Decluttering Your Schedule. I'm going to put a link in the comments here. It's a free ebook. I wrote it this year and decided to make it my free gift on my website. So you can grab that and have a read through it and figure out if there are places in your schedule, in your life, where you might be able to do some decluttering. Yeah, and if you grab it, let me know what you think. I would love to know what positive changes you make. I also wrote another book this past year, Decluttering Your Beliefs, and the Designing Your Dream Life workbook. And those are on my website at elevatewithgail.com. I'll just drop a link to my website or to my shop, where you can find the other books that I wrote this year, the Gratitude Habit, Designing Your Dream Life workbook, and Decluttering Your Beliefs, 1,000 Ideas for Entrepreneurs. So, but if you grab the free ebook, which is in the links, or you can find it on my homepage of my website, you will get a special offer to get the rest, the other 4 ebooks, for a really great price, less than buying them each individually. So check that out. Have an amazing rest of your evening. I am looking forward to my cheddar biscuits and doing some holiday decorating and gift making. So let me know what's going on with you. Let me know what you're up to this weekend. And if there's anything that that I can help you with, I will be happy to do so. I have some new programs and products coming out soon that I'm really excited about. So stay tuned for those. And I will see you guys later.